Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Happy Thursday, y'all. We are almost there. Okay, guys. Woo, 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 woo. It is Baby Friday. Okay, okay, okay. All right, guys. It is Baby Friday. Today's Thursday, November 27th. We are literally almost at the end of the month, and we are almost at the end of the week, okay? I hope you guys are having a really good day so far today. Again, if you guys live in Canada, the weather is... I know, the weather's getting to that point. Summer is over. Fall is completely just slowly leaving. We're getting there, guys. The snow is coming. I feel it in my bones. I feel it. I don't care how many years I've been living here. I don't care that I'm a born Canadian citizen. I have Jamaican roots. My bloodline is from there, okay? My ancestors are from there. I need some heat, okay? I need some warmth. I need something. When I'm at home, I'm okay. Like, my window can be open because I have my blanket. I can cuddle up and, be cozy in my bed. But when I'm outside, it doesn't matter if I'm driving or walking. I literally will bundle up like an Eskimo, okay? But anyways, I just wanted to make you guys giggle and laugh a little bit. You know me, laughing to me is a remedy of, healing. So let's get started, guys. Let's jump right into it. I will be using both tarot and oracle messages for this message for today. So obviously take what resonates with you whenever you see it, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for November 27th? What does the collective need to know for November 27th, please? What clarity can you give them at this time, Spirit? What does the collective need to know for November 27th, please? What do they need to know at this time, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so we have here Four of Cups, okay? When it comes to, contemplation, feeling disconnected, indifferences as well, discontent. For some of you guys could feel bored in a situation. So there's almost this energy of, if this is past energy, maybe in the past you were bored. This could be a job, career, finances, whatever it is that you feel, okay? Because sacral chakra talks about, what we feel. So for some of you guys, moon in Cancer, this is your personal needs and wants. For some of you guys that do have your moon in Cancer, there's something about something that you need, okay? Whether this is like you nurturing yourself or giving yourself the love that you deserve, so obviously self-love, that could be confirmation for some of you guys stepping into this energy. Even when it comes to like privacy within the home, there's something about your home situation that could also resonate. So if some of you guys are living, for example, like in an apartment, or say you live in a neighborhood with other people, there's something about privacy that's very significant. Some of you guys are very private as well from what I'm picking up in this energy. So there seems like somebody's trying to give their cup of love or their cup of whatever it is that they have, right? Whatever this cup is, just pretend it's what you need, okay? And say someone is giving it to you. You may not trust who is giving you this cup because for some reason, as a Cancer, speaking on Cancers, okay, there's something about doing it yourself, being independent and not wanting someone to do it for you, okay? And I understand this as a Cancer. I totally get it. Some of you guys, when it comes to being independent, you could have somebody in your energy that's trying to help you, and some of you guys are still trying to figure out your own way. So it's not that you don't appreciate the help that you're given. It's almost to say that you would rather get it yourself, because a lot of times maybe in your life you have dealt with people who have pretended that they wanted to help you, and then when they help you, they're like, remember when I did this for you? Remember. But you as a Cancer, any placement, you don't do that to people. You help people, and people still may disrespect you. They may treat you, funny, whatever. That is your job, to move forward and move on, okay? So if you realize that there's a pattern, Spirit is saying to move on, okay? Move forward, okay? So Yeah, there's something about motivation that could be very significant, even when it comes to being online, right? There's something about maybe you guys are sharing your cup of love, but you may feel like it's not being appreciated, right? With the moon in Cancer. So that could be confirmation too, where you could feel like you always give your cup of love to people, but maybe they don't appreciate the way that you give your cup of love, how you would expect someone to give their cup of love to you. Okay, so Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? And there's something about maybe something happening in the next 4 days, okay, because cups is about days, right? Fourth house could be very significant for some of you guys. So this could be about, your parents, or this could be about family, foundations, guardians. There's something about you being in situations also where you felt like you always had to be the parent, okay, in a situation. So you could be like the younger one out of everybody, and it almost feels like you're the one that's having to parent everybody around you while you still try to figure out what you need to do as well. So there's something about motivation, motivating yourself, especially if you don't have anybody supporting you in that sense, okay? That could be confirmation, okay? And also the number 4 talks about stability. So you guys could be busy or focus on building something new, organizing and protecting this new thing, like a new baby, okay? So we have here Page of Swords. Okay, this is someone who's really young, curious, witty, okay, communicative as well, especially when it comes to being alert. There's something about communication and learning that's very significant. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. So 11. 11s could be very significant at this time. Sorry guys, it is windy by the way, so if you guys can hear the wind in the background, I'm sorry, I can't control that. That's Mother Nature and Old Man Winter fighting outside, okay? Um, But anyways, 11 talks about intuition, awakenings, divine alignment. For some of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening, okay? For some of you guys, this is about your soul purpose. Some of you guys are actually teachers, okay? Some of you guys are supposed to be teaching other people, whether this is wisdom, knowledge, information, just giving them like basic life, needs, right? Like in my eyes, the way that I look at it, I feel like people who go to school, I feel like we should be going to school not just to learn about being a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer or, a counselor or whatever. I feel like we should be going to school to learn about simple things like how to change a tire, okay, how to put oil in your car, how to change the oil in your car, things that we actually need every day, right? I get that, okay, like, of course, mechanics would be out of business, but I don't think it would be that detrimental where it's okay to learn to do certain things for yourself, especially being a woman. It's okay to do certain things for yourself, okay? So we have here 10 of Cups, okay? 10-10 can be very significant when it comes to finances, success, okay, being satisfied, okay, with what it is that you're receiving. So there's something about, again, what you feel, sacral chakra. Mars energy could be very significant when it comes to taking action. So you taking action could be your music abilities, your psychic abilities, you just learning not to be addicted to certain things like working or, you know what I mean, like things that you normally would do on a regular basis. Some of you guys are stopping that. So there's 10 of Cups energy. Feels like you guys are moving more into a emotional stable type of energy. Okay, you guys are building something, okay? You're building towards your own personal growth. Okay, perseverance is very significant. Patience, waiting, planning, okay, being in a very stagnant energy. But if you are in a stagnant energy, always remember to move your body, okay? Journal, move your body, listen to music, dance, sing, okay? Activate your throat chakra, okay? Yeah. So for some of you guys with this energy, we have Queen of Wands, okay? For some of you guys, you're stepping into confidence, okay? Being self-assured, determined at this time. Some of you guys are stepping into your leadership, and that is what you guys are working towards, okay? That is what brings you your 10 of Cups, being able to communicate, being able to be your authentic self, being able to show up for yourself, but other people as well, okay? 13 also talks about, for some of you guys, transformations and rebirth, okay? Some of you guys are going through a rebirth through change. You guys are alchemists, okay? Some of you guys are building, like I said, when it comes to, integration, healing through surrender, reclaiming your power, okay? So for some of you guys, reclaiming your power means if some of you guys are supposed to be entrepreneurs, that is you reclaiming your power. If some of you guys are supposed to be nurses like it's a calling, that is you reclaiming your power, okay? There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world right now where, people are talking about what jobs are real jobs and this job is not a real job. And honestly, to be honest, that's distractions, okay? The universe plays certain things a certain way because they want you to go through these distractions. That is a distraction, okay? People are literally people are trying to fearmonger the collective. Saying a counselor or a doctor, or not a doctor, a counselor or, a nurse, saying that's not a real job is crazy, okay? Because a lot of people are always in hospitals, okay? Maybe there's more nurses than there are doctors, okay? So what are we exactly doing to assist people when it comes to their health, their wealth, mental stability, things like that, okay? There's something about your energy when it comes to that. You guys are stepping into leadership mode, okay? So Spirit, what else do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to them, reclaiming their power? What do they need to know about them reclaiming their power at this time? Yeah, thank you. Okay, we have Three of Cups. Okay, Mercury and Cancer, this is about community, friendships, celebrations. Okay, so some of you guys could be celebrating something new. Okay, you guys could be going into a celebratory cycle, okay? Remember, we're going through cycles, we're going through changes, so this could be one of them, okay? For some of you guys, like I said, counseling, psychology, healing professions, that is a real job. Okay, people need those things, especially when it comes to disabilities. People need help when it comes to disabilities, mental stability, things like that. The fact that at this time, that's not considered a real job. It's because of AI too. I'm not blaming AI. AI has its pros and cons just like anything, right? But the problem is if we're going to computers for assistance, there's no warmth in that. It doesn't matter how much you try to, train or teach. It's like training a dragon, okay? It doesn't matter how much you teach a dog a new trick, okay? If a computer is a computer and it has no emotions, okay, and people will fight me maybe in the comments and say, yes, computers have emotions. Sure, they can have emotions. But when it comes to warmth, when it comes to compassion, when it comes to tones, energies, frequencies, vibrations, whatever, right? That doesn't lie, okay? Computers can gather information and tell you what you want to hear, but a human is not going to tell you what you want to hear. Some of them may, but not all. Especially if someone is doing a work like this, they're going to be truthful to you, okay? So King of Cups energy for some of you guys when it comes to you healing, okay? Being a healer is very significant. At the bottom of the deck, we have the World. Okay, so the World card is very significant for some of you guys at this time when it comes to your energy. Okay, your energy is needed at this time. I'm going to see if I can get one or two cards from this deck. I think it's called the Golden Future or something like that. Yeah, Golden Future. So I'm going to see if I can get some cards from this and see what shows up. So what else do you have for the collective, Spirit? What else do you have for them at this time? Thank you. So we have unicorns that wanted to show up, okay? It says spread the light of unicorns, and that is the collective's energy, okay? We are unicorns, okay? Like I always say at the end of my videos, it's like continue pushing, continue thriving, and continue to work on the things that work for you, that make you happy, that fulfill you, okay? It may not be, the norm, but it makes you happy. And that's the important part of going through your journey in this lifetime. It's like some people may resonate with, writing music, playing music, producing music, that kind of stuff, while somebody would rather be the singer, while somebody else would rather be the drummer, while somebody would rather be the guitarist. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their own purpose in this lifetime. But the question is, what are you going to do as a collective? Are you going to move forward in your purpose, as scary as it might be because it's the unknown? Or are you going to let the matrix swallow you up? Because once you see things for what it is, you can't really go back. Okay, so spreading your light could be very significant. The number 30, okay, creativity, expression, and joy. 14, health and healing. Okay, so tune into your divine blueprint, okay? When it comes to your health, your mind, your body, and soul, Spirit is saying to pay attention to those things, okay? The number 14 is about foundation shifts. So you guys could feel shifts within the body before they happen, you know, in the external. Excuse me. There's something about fives that are very significant. So this is change, freedom, and adventure. You guys are embracing new beginnings, starting something new. Okay, so obviously take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. So we have, it's almost over, okay? 16, whatever it is that you guys are dealing with or going through, even the stagnancy of this, you know, time frame, it's almost over, guys, okay? 16, we're talking about spiritual lessons, breaking illusions, okay? Like I said, some of you guys could be awakeners, like the awakener. Also, there's something about like faith and action, like whatever it is that you're doing, it's aligned, okay? Some of you guys are needing to trust what you're manifesting at this time, okay? Spiritual leadership is very significant. Either you're seeking spiritual leadership in your life, or you are somebody who is a spiritual leader, okay? So somebody who is able to communicate with people, talk to people about their experiences, okay? Some people just have that gift, right? Not everybody is meant to be a spiritual leader, okay? Not everybody is given, you know, the keys to be a spiritual leader, okay? I don't even think that I was supposed to be somebody who does this kind of work, but I have a fascination to it. And I know sometimes I say things before they happen and people wonder why. Like, how would you know? Okay. I don't remember my dreams. And I think that's a reason. I feel like I'm protected by my dreams, okay? Not that they're blocked, but I am protected because sometimes I do remember my dreams and it's weird, it's wacky, okay? But then they have a message behind it. So again, with you guys, there's something about spiritual leadership, either seeking that or learning that you guys have a gift, okay, when it comes to that. So Spirit, what else do you have for the collective at this time for November 27th? What else do they need to know for November 27th, please? Thank you. So yeah, look for a sign. Could be very significant. When it comes to your energy, Spirit is saying to look for a sign. At the bottom of the deck, we have don't stop, okay? So yeah, there's something about your energy. Spirit is saying don't stop, keep pushing, okay? Let's see if I can get some charms just to see what comes out. Yeah, so unicorns are very significant. This is double confirmation for the collective, okay? And again, this is just a random, you know, pull. Flamingos are very significant at this time, okay? It's so funny because I feel like they're so elegant because of their legs. Like, their legs are so skinny, but their body's so plump. So there's something about the way that you walk, maybe the way that you move through life. It's very elegant, or it's very grounded, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. This reminds me of something that you see like in Cinderella, like the chariot. I don't know what you would call this. Sorry, guys. But it does give me that energy like the Chariot. We have here sheep. I think I mentioned this to you guys before, like Pal World. I don't know why Pokemon comes to mind too. Even the moon, the crescent moon. So there's something about like religion, churches, because this reminds me of like the stained glass that you would see in the church, right? So religion could be very significant when it comes to your energy, okay? So it's not that you don't believe in God, okay? Some of us, we believe in the, the universe, God, we still believe in that stuff, okay? I still read my Psalms, okay? That doesn't mean that I'm stuck on religion. I don't like what people do in those spaces, okay? But that doesn't mean that I don't believe in source. It doesn't mean that I don't believe in a higher purpose or, God, Jesus. It doesn't mean that I don't believe in that, right? A lot of people feel like, you're demonized because you can pull messages, right? But then people think that, oh, that's bad because you're doing what the Lord is supposed to do. So receiving dreams and premonitions, what would that be, right? Pulling cards is almost similar in my eyes. So it's not like I'm doing anything to harm anybody. And I think that's the point of it all. Yes, everybody has a different perspective. But the way that I look at it is I feel like everybody should be able to respect each other's choices, right? But at the end of the day, it's, are you a good person? Because you can go to church every day and still do sinful things. And you have people like us in the spiritual community who are good people, help people, and we're the ones that are demonized, right? So there's something about religion that could be very significant. Keys could also be very significant when it comes to unlocking certain things, like maybe being a diamond in the rough, okay? Hummingbirds are significant, okay? So maybe you guys resonate with hummingbirds, or that could be like a spirit animal for you. Cats, black cats could be very significant. Maybe you own one, okay? This reminds me something like on a boat. So sailing could be very significant when it comes to trusting the universe, trusting your path, trusting that you are on the right, the right path where you guys are going, right? Some of you guys are needing to trust the universe, okay? Flowers. So we have snowflakes, okay? So with the weather changing, winter coming, coming into fruition, we're in stillness at this time, hibernation, hermit mode, okay? So butterflies are very significant as well. And then we also have here a fin, okay? So when it comes to like dolphins, maybe, it's not a shark tail. I don't think it is, but take what resonates with that. It could be a dolphin's tail or a shark tail, but and also bacon shark also came to my mind when it comes to food. Maybe someone likes bacon shark or like bacon saltfish for my West Indian people. But even if you're not West Indian, maybe someone likes eating that, okay? But anyways, dolphins are very significant when it comes to communication. Being someone who's from underwater maybe is significant, being close to water. So yeah, the color blue is very prominent, and also pink and purple, which it gives me the energy of like unconditional love, intuition, and also crown chakra energy, especially with the purple in this and the purple in this. There's a lot of blue and purple, right? But yeah, I'll end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this video. And again, thank you for watching my videos up until the end. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love and the support. My allergies are killing me, so if you guys hear me pausing in between, as I'm talking, it's because I'm trying not to sneeze. My allergies are killing me. I'm actually stuffed up. I'm not sick. I'm just stuffy because the weather is cold outside, but then in my room it's really warm, and it doesn't matter how much I clean. I have carpet in my room because I live in an apartment, so I'm dying 24/7 with my allergies. Okay, so. Anyways, guys, if you guys are suffering from allergies right now, I feel for you. It sucks. Like, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. Like, it sucks. But, yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Again, thank you for the likes, the comments, the shares, and, just watching the video. All right, guys, love you so much. Bye.